Right, hello guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since we played our last game. Again, life took over the scraps of free time that I've ever had. But today I got something unique for you, eh? We're playing Descent Second Edition yet again, but this time we're playing it with Red Jack's automated monster variant and also automated overlord variant. So yeah, I got around doing it eventually. It took me a while, a few years to be honest with you. I've had these cards printed and prepared for playing for donkey's years now, and here they are. So I decided to go with both of them. I had a few test runs off camera, and hopefully I'm getting the flow as it should be done according to the rulebook. So hopefully you won't see too many mistakes while playing that. And I also decided to pick up the Heirs of Blood campaign, the one that I really enjoy playing with real people, but this time I'll be, trying to achieve victory against the cards. There we go. So let me introduce the party. And by the way, I randomized the party entirely. So I picked each hero and each class at random. I decided to go for it. I also had an idea to form a party of the underdogs, of both the heroes and classes who are considered by the community to be the worst, to be the underpowered and things like that, because I enjoy playing classes like that, and it's always a challenge to see how far you can take them through the gameplay. Right, so let me introduce the heroes. We have Trenlo the Strong. Here he is. All right, he's a warrior, of course, and his class that I picked randomly is the Berserker. So here we are. So he'll be dealing some damage, hopefully, to our enemies. Then our healer. Oh, and Trenlo, by the way, here he is. Nicely painted. Yeah. There you go. With some shield and a sword at his feet. Right, then we have Elder Mock. I've never played Elder Mock. To be honest, I have him done like this, with the skulls sticking out to his side. He's a shaman, right, with the drum to his back with a nice screaming skull staff. Yeah, there we are. We have Elder Mock. And the class I wrote for him is the Prophet. So he'll be tossing around the, what's it called again? Insight token, yeah. So he's got this insight that he will be throwing around, trying to heal his buddies from the party. Desra, here she is, standing on this altar, a piece of slab of rock and a tomb, right? So there she is, Desra the Vile. Okay, and Desra will be that's a card, of course, and Desra will be playing as a warlock. Yeah, but this is a different warlock class that you may have seen in one of the previous playthroughs. I think it was Brother Garen that I played as warlock, but he was more into healer kind of warlock class, draining blood and stuff like that. This one, however, is closer to what you would see in World of Warcraft, because this warlock is all about curses, about conditions, and summoning the imp. Okay, there's no Void Walker or Succubus, unfortunately, but there's an imp, and here he is. Okay, there's the imp figure that we will be spawning quite a lot, and I'll tell you all about an imp and what he does later on when the time comes. Last but not least, I was quite surprised to actually draw the Theris as our final hero. She joins the ranks as the the treasure hunter, right? So she's the treasure hunter, and how fitting, because she's right there on top of a treasure chest. Yeah, I like the dynamics of the figure, how she's portrayed. Lovely stuff. There she is. Okay, so these are our heroes. Okay, so we're playing the very first opening mission for the Heirs of Blood, the Saladin. Saladin, is it? Think about. What's it called again? This one is called the Acolyte of Saladin. That's the map, that's the layout. I'll just briefly tell you all about the rules and things we have to do to win. For heroes to win, we need to defeat the bar guests. While doing that, we can rescue 4 wounded villagers while escorting the Acolyte. The hero who's escorting the Acolyte is Desra, right? While doing that, she has -1 to movement. Her innate movement is 5, so she has 4 movement points remaining. Quite good, quite good. So as soon as she finishes her turn adjacent to either of these, we can pick them up, and then at the end of the encounter, we will gain some benefits. The more acolytes we rescued, the higher the benefits, of course. And then we have the goblins right there in the top left corner over there. If at any time at the beginning of the round or at the end of the round, if any goblin is at this caravan site, there's a caravan here, the overlord gets 1 victory point. If the overlord collects 7 victory points, the overlord wins. Okay, so my job is to prevent the goblins from ending their movement here at this tile, at this caravan. They're trying to loot the caravan, so that's thematically what it's all about. We have 4 chests. We don't have any other points of interest, and nothing like that. So the way it works, the combination of automated monsters and overlord is that at the beginning of the turn, we will draw and resolve an event card. Okay, there is a deck, big one at that, an event deck, and we have 2 types of events. We have a global and instant one. The global stays in play. The instant, as you might expect, is applied to the round it is drawn in. Then we will, or in the beginning of the playthrough, we will draw the overlord cards equal to the number of heroes, so 4 of course, and I'll show you what they are, and then we'll see if any of these can be played at the beginning of the round, during the round, or if any other triggers occur that would allow for the card to be played. So I mean, the flow of the game is pretty easy, and we'll see how it plays once we start actually playing. Oh, and one more thing, the other adjustment that I've made to the playthrough is that we play in the opposing opposing turns, right? So 1 hero moves, 1 monster group moves. Second hero moves, the second monster group moves. It's exactly the same as it is in the app or the Valkyrie, if you're familiar with that. Right, that's that. I've told you about heroes, classes. Everything is set, I suppose. Yeah, so let's draw 4 overlord cards. Yeah, and there they are. We have Fury, we have Dark Strength that allows us to apply 1 surge to the attack. Fury, you can attack a 2nd time during your turn. Barbed Wire, a trap, and Rush, so you can move twice. Yeah, with your should you want with your minions, with your monsters, if you wanted to. So, is there anything that I can play at the beginning of the turn? No, not really. So, heroes will activate. Now, who is the very first hero that we're going to activate with? I suppose we will kick things off with Desra, because I want to get her here as quickly as possible to collect these. Because they're quite good actually for us. Let me just quickly double check one thing. I think Barghists, or was it a different? Well, I don't think Barghists can. Oh, one more thing. Each bar guest has +2 HP. I almost forgot about that. I forgot about it when I was playtesting the automations. But anyways, there you go. So let me kick things off with Dejra, right? So Dejra activates. She goes 1, and then she potentially falls into a trap, the burb wire. Now, the way we check if if the trap triggered is we pull one of the cards that come with Overlord automation deck, and if the icons, either the first icon, the first priority icon, or the second priority icon matches Dejra's icon, then the trap will trigger. Let's have a look. Okay, so this is what it is, and this is Dejra's icon. So this is on the third spot, first one, second, third, and fourth. So this trap does not activate during Dejra's first movement. Okay, so it goes back to Overlord's hand. Okay, like that. So she can continue 2, 3, 4. She will finish her activation right there, and then she will spend her second action to summon an imp. Okay, place the imp familiar token in a space adjacent to you. You may only control one. You may discard your imp token at any time during your turn. Okay, right. So this is the second activation, and here is the imp, and right, and his card. There you go, imp. 4 move, 3 HP, defends with brown dice. This familiar is treated as a hero figure and may perform 1 attack action during its activation. Attacks by this familiar gains surge. The target is cursed, even if no damage is dealt. Fantastic. Beautiful. Okay, so that was Dejra. Now, we will activate the first group, and we actually, not sure if you can see it just there. See? First team, second team. All right, so first team are the goblins, and the goblins have their AI card like that. It reminds me a lot of the app AI instructions for monsters. So if adjacent, if within 4 spaces, if no target within 4 spaces, engage a target. Now, the way the monsters select their targets is by the lowest HP, or if there are, oh, sorry for the bump, if there are any other indications in either the mission or the cards, that will come into play later on. So we activate with our master first. So he's out of range, doesn't have anything in his range to do. His objective is to get in here. So do I want to use Rush for him and make him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I suppose. Yeah, let's do just that. That was the first goblin. Then the second goblin from the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. Second one, the same thing right there. Third one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he hides behind that chest. Okay. And the last one, we're going to use Rush, and he can have an extra move action. So he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And who's got the lowest HP out of our heroes? I think it's the Theris. No, it's Dejra actually. She has 8. So he will just shoot her like this. He's within range of his boss, so he can use his surges. Let's discard that. So she defends with this. He attacks with yellow. Yeah, yellow. So he attacks with yellow. Can we yeah, I suppose I can use Dark Force. I could have used Fury, but it's too late now because I have to use Fury once I activate, as soon as I activate the monster. So, okay, never mind. There you go. Oh, range is okay. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, and I forgot to, of course, use to spawn an event. Corrupt Cleansing. Discard all conditions from all monsters. Okay, so this wouldn't have applied to anybody anyway because it's too early in the game. This is an instant. So sorry for that. Sorry for that. I forgot to draw an event card. I will make sure not to forget next time. So that gets discarded. Anyways, let's go here. So that's 4 damage and a surge. So he could spend his surge for increasing his range, which is not necessary. So +1 damage. Oh, that hurts. So 5 minus 1 is 4. Ooh, that hurts. That was a powerful hit. That's why these little buggers are a pain in the neck. Okay, so that was that. So that was that. The first group activated. Now it's back to our heroes. And after the second hero activation, the Barghests will activate. So I have to bear that in mind. You can strategize a little bit, the same as you would in Valkyria or the official app. Anyways, I think we will kick things off with Trenlo. He needs to get rid of at least 1 or 2 of them. So he will spend 2 stamina points. He has 3, right? So he will spend 1, 2, so he's adjacent to that little bugger right there, and he will use his double-handed axe, 2-handed axe, blue and gray. There you go, blue and gray. And what's his hero ability? It says each of your attacks gains +1. Each time you are affected by an attack, add 1 shield to your defense results. So that's not the case right now. Okay, so +1 damage. I need 2 damage to kill him. Yep, oh, look at that. So I attack for 4 + 1 is 5. No surges, so that is defended. 2 damage goes through, so he dies. Nice, good. I'll put him here to the side. So that was my first action. Okay. My second action, well, before I make an action, I will spend my last surge to move closer to this boss, right? And I will attack the boss. I'll attack the boss. So same thing, +1 damage, my 2-handed axe. Oh, and it's a miss. Bloody hell. That's bad. Okay, that is bad. Right, so Trenlo activated. Now, it's down to the Barghests. Let me show you their AI card. I won't be showing you this AI card every single time. It's just for the first time, so you know. If 2 or more targets, no. If adjacent, no. If not adjacent, engage the target. Their target is what? Not much, really. They need to survive. So I'll take 1 through here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So he will be right there behind. The goblin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and these 2 guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, like this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. So the Barghests are rushing in to make it more difficult for for our heroes to save these acolytes, villagers, whoever they are. Right, so that was the second team that activated. I didn't really have anything to do with either traps or any overload cards that would have benefited me. I haven't played the barbed wire trap because Trenlo was moving using his stamina anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. It would have been wasted had I used it. However, now, if I want to move with Tetheris, I need to get closer with Tetheris here. What is it that we can do? We need to get rid of either or both, hopefully. So how about she has that whip, like Indiana Jones whip, which has reach. Okay, so let's put it right there. So I need to get here. So I'll go 1 with my stamina. And again, I won't be using the trap because if the trap, if I fail to resist the trap's effect, I will have to stop my activations, my movement anyway. So I never started my movement. So I'll spend yet another stamina point to move closer. And now I will use my whip with a blue to attack this goblin. Yeah, it has reach. And with a surge, it has pierce 1, so 1 surge, so this goes away. I have 1 plus what? Plus not much. I could, for another surge, I could move my target, but I don't want to do that. So I deal 1 damage. 1 damage, where is it? Oh, 1 damage out of 2, and for that surge I will regain 1 stamina. So that was my first action. My second action, as you might expect, I will attack again, hoping to kill it. Yep, looks like I managed to do that. So 1 damage is blocked. I will gain a surge out of that. 2 damage goes through. He only had 1, so he's dead. Good. So 1 goblin remaining. Okay. Yeah, so that was the Theris. Now Elder Mock. Elder Mock, is anyone wounded? No, nobody's wounded yet. I don't think. Oh no, Dezra is wounded. Okay, so exhaust this card is Soothing Insight. Let me show you. There it is. Exhaust this card, so no action but 1 stamina. You or 1 hero of your choice gains the insight token, just like that, without any range or line of sight. That's perfect. So she will gain for 1 stamina, of course. 1 stamina is gone. So when a hero gains the insight token, recovers 1 health and 1 stamina. So she will recover 1 health point. She does not recover stamina because she's at full. Yeah, okay. And then she can discard it to heal 1. However, Elder Mock's ability says once per turn, when another hero within 3 spaces. No, she's too far. So I should have moved 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I should have moved and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's my first action. His move is 4. Then I gave her the token. She healed, and as a result of her heal, he regains either health or stamina points. So he does just that. And now he will attack. He will attack like that. He will attack with Iron Flail. Ooh, perfect defense. That's bad. Oh, come on. If your other hand is empty, your attack gains +1, so it's 2. There's no other way for me to boost my damage. Nope, there isn't. So he defends, and I used all my... I haven't used any of my stamina, so both of these get lost, really. Yeah, there you are. So that completes the very first turn of activation for all our heroes and our enemies. That's the very first round, as it is called in Red Jack's automation decks and rules. There you go. Let's put that away. Now, at the end of the round, if there's any goblin on the caravan side, the overlord gets 1 victory point. So I'll be putting these victory points like that over there so that I don't forget. So he needs 6 more to win the game. Now, at the beginning of every round, if there's a goblin on the caravan side, he gains a victory point. So he has already 2, which is unfortunate. Okay. Just double checking. Yep, that's correct. That's correct. That is correct. That is correct. Yep. So there we are. So, beginning of a new round, sorry. Now, this one is, this is a global effect, so this will stay in play indefinitely unless it is removed by another card or the encounter is finished. So, vulnerability. When testing against an attribute, all figures test as if the attribute were one lower. Oh, that's bad. Now, I'll put it here, right in the middle, so it's visible, clearly visible for me, and I don't forget. It's easy to forget these. And before we begin, the Overlord takes one card, Dark Force, or Dark Strength, however you want to translate that. We already have one like that, adds one surge to the attack. So we have 2 now. Right, there you go. So this is the beginning of a playthrough. We'll stop the episode right here because it puts together all the setup rules and information that you might need for all of you who are not familiar with these decks and with these rules. I hope I have explained good enough so that you understand. So I hope that my explanation was good enough so that you understood what is going on right here. We went through the very first round, so here we are, beginning of the second one, which we will put in the second episode. If you're interested, please let me know what you think. If you've played Red Check's work, what you think about them. Do you find them easy, difficult, cumbersome, or maybe you've introduced some simplifications, some improvements, some whatever to this solution, because I think it's a very interesting approach to automating both Overlord, monster, and other conditions that happen in the game. It's just a matter of catching the flow, and then you can play any scenario you like, which is great, which is what I'm intending to do. I'm starting with the Heirs of Blood campaign because I realized I never finished it. I got to the end of Act 1 and maybe beginning of Act 2, not sure, but I never finished it. So I want to finish that, and then I would like to play the Guardians of Deephold or Visions of Dawn, the Hero and Monster collection upgrades that brought a lot of new enemies and heroes and scenarios. These are the ones that I don't think I've ever played, and I've had these for donkey's years now. So here we are, Descent, 2nd edition, with Red Jack's Overlord and Monster automation decks and rules. Right, thanks a lot for watching. Drop us a comment, a like, a dislike, and let's go from there. See you in the next one. Bye.